Rumination is one of the worst things about OCD. When you get stuck in your head and you're going round in circles looking for that certainty, it can feel horrendous because you're not able to just walk away. Every time that you come to a conclusion, it doesn't quite feel right enough. You feel that the anxiety is still there, the doubt is still there, and therefore you think, I need to think about this again. And if we don't learn how to deal with it, it can really get out of hand. You can find yourself spending hours caught out in that rumination cycle. And this actually happened to me on my 21st birthday. It was one of the worst experiences that I'd had with OCD up until that point. What happened is we had a dinner party and a lot of my friends and family were there. Of course, people were wanting me to have a good time. I wanted to have a good time, but OCD showed up and it did not want me to have a good time at all. And it started to give me intrusive thoughts. And rather than deal with them in a way that I would do now, of course, what I was doing back then was pushing them away, fighting with them, trying to reassure myself. And so I disappeared off to the bathroom because the anxiety was so high, the uncertainty was there, and I really wanted to try to make myself feel better because I was telling myself, I can't have these thoughts right now tonight at my 21st birthday party. I need to be present, I need to be happy, I need to be engaging with the people that are here. If these thoughts come up tonight, it's going to ruin everything. So if I go off to the bathroom and I just think about it for, maybe 30 seconds or a minute, I can get that headspace and I can figure it out, and then I can come back to the party and enjoy myself. And so off I went. I went to the bathroom, I locked the door. I remember standing there in front of the mirror and telling myself, look, I'm just gonna think about this one more time. I'm gonna come to the conclusion and then I'm gonna go back to the party, because obviously people are probably now thinking, where is he? He's been gone for 5 minutes. It's his birthday party. It's his 21st birthday party. Why has he just disappeared? And that pressure that then I was putting on myself was increasing, and it was making it harder and harder for me to actually walk away from the situation. But I was telling myself, I'll just think about it one more time. And that one more time came. Of course, I wanted to think about it again. I wanted to think about it 10 more times, and 15 minutes ended up going by. My mum actually came and knocked on the door and was thinking, Robert, are you okay? What's going on there? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm just coming out now. And just briefly, this Thursday, the 2nd of July, I'm hosting a free live workshop, Breaking the OCD Loop. We'll cover the first steps out of that loop, and you can ask me anything that you like. It will be happening at 8 p.m. Central European Time, 7 p.m. UK time, and 1 p.m. Eastern. There's a link in the description. Feel free to come and join me. At some point, I knew I had to return to that party, but unfortunately, because I'd been there for 15 minutes now, thinking about this, going round in circles in my head, all I'd actually done was created a huge problem for myself. What had started out as a relatively small intrusive thought, by actually retreating from the situation in which I was in, going to the bathroom and looking for more certainty and trying to reassure myself, what I'd actually done was to make the situation much, much worse. The reality is, when you're feeling uncertain and anxious about something with OCD, if you tell yourself that you're going to go and think about it a little bit, you're probably going to think about it a lot more than that. And the issue is, the more time that you stay stuck in your head thinking about something, the more you're sending this message to your subconscious mind, hey, that thing really is dangerous. It really is bad, because I need to think about it that much, that I need to lock myself away in a toilet on my 21st birthday party. So your brain starts to get this message that this thing is awful, and if you don't figure it out, then something terrible might happen. And, unfortunately for me, I was so anxious now from all of this thinking. When I did finally come back out of the bathroom and try to kind of come back into the present and to be with the people that I cared about, it was so hard for me to do initially, because I'd wound myself up so much. I got so stuck in my head with my thoughts. And, people were trying to tell jokes, they were trying to be fun, they were trying to be present. I was trying to do the same, but, it was really, really difficult by that point, because I created more and more anxiety for myself. At some point, maybe about an hour later, by just determining that I would try to be more present, by letting go of trying to figure that thing out, I did notice that I began to enjoy myself a little bit more. I could be a bit more present. I could, make a joke or enjoy somebody else's joke and laugh along a little bit, find a bit of a flow state and enjoy myself. But that didn't happen until I let go of trying to figure that thing out. When I said to myself, look, I've already spent, far too much time on this problem now. I'm really anxious. Clearly this has not worked. Therefore, I am just going to do my best to come back to the present. That is when things began to improve. Of course, at that point, I didn't really know that what I was doing was a kind of form of acceptance commitment therapy. In ACT, that's what you do. You recognize that whatever you're doing in this moment is not helping. And often you ask yourself that question. Is what I'm doing right now, standing in front of this mirror in my bathroom, locked away from the people that I care about, locked away from my values and the stuff that gives me meaning in my life, is this helping me to be the person that I want to be? Of course, in that situation for me, it was not helping at all. It was really taking away from my feeling of self-empowerment, from meaningful things in my life, and it was making me feel isolated, frustrated, angry with myself. The moment that actually I just came back to the party, even though things were not ideal, I was feeling really anxious, but I just tried to be present as best I could. I acknowledged that those difficult thoughts were there and just did my best to be with my friends and family. Within, some time, I did begin to feel better. It wasn't perfect. When I look back at my 21st birthday party, this is what I think about. And that's a real shame because, it's your 21st birthday and you want that to be a good event. And I think sometimes when we struggle with OCD, when you're not learning how to live with it in a positive way, it can take over things like that. And when you look back, it can feel frustrating and infuriating that you have to deal with that. But the reality is that, I didn't have to do what I did. I didn't have to lock myself away there in the bathroom. And although that did happen and it's annoying, it is something that I've learned from. And I think this is really important with OCD and rumination, that we realize that we have a lot of choice over this. We can't choose what happens to us in the past. You may have been struggling with OCD and anxiety, as I have done for a long, long time. But moving forward in your life, you do get to choose how you're going to respond in the future. And I think this is where we need to put our time and energy. If whenever you get rumination coming up, when intrusive thoughts are present and they're trying to get you to go into them, to start trying to figure them out, remind yourself that actually you don't have to take that bait. You can come back to the present, you can allow the anxiety to be there, you can allow that uncertainty to be there. And you can connect with the people and things in your life that are meaningful and important to you. I know it's not perfect, but when I did that on that night, that's when things really got better. I didn't actually know that I was doing a kind of form of ACT in a way. It wasn't until years later that I even found out that I had OCD. But coming back to the present, focusing on values, allowing anxiety to be there, these are key skills that can really help you to deal more with rumination and anxiety. And if you are struggling, I do have a live workshop happening this Thursday, the 2nd of July. You're very welcome to join. There's a link in the show notes. It's happening at 8 p.m. Central European time, 7 p.m. UK time, and 1 p.m. Eastern. Many thanks. I really hope that you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.
This video is for education only. It's not therapy or medical advice. If you're struggling, please speak with a licensed mental health professional.